Hello, just Mike. Hello, just Mike. 1, 2. Hello, test. Just Mike. 1, 2. Hello. Hello, just Mike. 1, 2. Hello, test. Just Mike. 1, 2. Hello. Hello, just Mike. 1, 2. Hello, test. Hello, test mic 1, 2. Hello. Test mic 1, 2. Test. Test mic. Test mic 1, 2. Test mic. Hello, test mic 1, 2. Hello. Test mic 1, 2. Test. Test mic. Test mic 1, 2. One, two, hello. Test mic 1, 2. Test. Alright, good afternoon once again to my grade 7B students of science. I'd like to welcome you again in this another episode of your lesson. So before we're going to start with the lesson proper, let's get to scan first about the updates of the setup for the rest of the week. Now, what we're going to just this morning, if we're going to look at the proclamation of the proclamation of the president's news, no? News about the proclamation of extending the enhanced community quarantine until April 30, which is supposed to be ending on April 14, but then I think it would they would rather delay it and maybe extend it for 2 more weeks rather than allowing it to be so early, opening it so early to the point that in the end we're still having some few more cases. So in this case, the president has decided to extend this one until April 30. Now, based on the memo being sent by the president of CCDC, who is Ma'am Sherry Junet Tagle, we get to follow the extension given by the government. So more or less we'll be resuming our classes on May 1 already, which is a Friday of next month. So in this case, we get to just stay at home and let's get to follow the instructions of the government. Following these instructions will allow us to enjoy more our May, the month of May. So ito nga na update. So na-extend po tayo hanggang April 30, which is opposed to the first announcement, which is April 14. So yun po yung setup po natin ngayon. Will be up at April. Alright. April 30 na po yung pag if ever dapat or sana ito na yung ito na yung last na ma-extend yung natin, yung enhanced community quarantine natin. Alright, so before we're going to start, let's get to review first the dashboard of Kuiper and try to see who are the people who managed to finish the first quiz that I sent to you, which is entitled the uses of sound. So in the uses of sound, there were only 9 out of 38 who answered, and those who answered are written in the screen, So shout out po sa kanila sa nasa screen po. Sila po, ito po sila. So tanggalin muna natin ito. So sila po, sina Ashra, si Angeline, si Tricia, si Carl, si Dexter, si Fabrian, si Hannah, si Lardison, and si Shanlilu. Alright, so shout out sa kanila po na nag-complete po ng activity natin. However, we have the last topic, which is the behavior of light, which I also did that one through live stream, that you are to also finish that one. However, I just sent you this morning the assessment for that one for you to be able to answer the and try to see if how much have you learned. Now, I just want to emphasize this one, emphasizing I want to emphasize that what we're having right now is actually something that is kind of big blow for us in terms of education, Ang hirap magturo ng ganito lagi na hindi ko man lang harap yung mga students ko. But later on in the future, we'll be embracing something like this one. So swerte din kayo kasi masusubukan nyo at alam nyo na yung setup po na ganito. So that's the reason why I'd like to commend those who are doing and finishing their activities, However, for those who are not, kindly please follow them up sa group chat nyo and tell them that if they have the time, they have the blessing to be able to access their Kuiper, kindly please finish their Kuiper activities. Alright, so yun po ang hiling ko sa mga grade 7B kasi 9 out of 38 po matagal na yung lesson na yun. So we're done also with the behavior of light, which is the first topic about light that I also did that we did that one also through Kuiper. So, may nasend po ako kaninang umaga. So, punta po tayo doon sa... Alright, so, may nasend po ako kaninang umaga dito po. Right, so, here, I just sent you this morning the latest lesson about the behaviors of light. Alright, so ito po, behavior of light. So far, 0 out of 38 pa po yung nag-answer. So, I'm hoping that meron pong makatapos nito. I'm trying to see kung sino man tong dalawang online na nanonood. Kindly please, mag-chat naman kayo, no? Alright, so yun po. Let's get to chat also para malalaman ko natin. So, I'm not sure if it's just grade 7B who is watching right now, but anyway, whoever is watching, you're welcome, no, to learn stuff. As I've mentioned, I'd like to emphasize this one, that we continue to learn. We don't stop learning because life does not stop teaching. Alright, so ang life natin laging merong tinuturo sa atin, kaya kailangan nating ma-learn. So kahit ganito po yung setup natin, tiis-tiis lang po, we get to still learn something, no? So I hope na marami pa pong mag-o-online and manonood for this video lesson. Why I'm doing this one through live stream is because I'd like to interact with you. Interacting with you will allow me to be interacting with you will allow me to makita ko yung direct feedback, kung merong gusto magtanong, pwede kong masagot agad. Kung merong hindi naiintindihan, pwede nating makan. However, don't worry, the lesson for today will be really very, very short. Alright? So, I think lang naman any updates? Yun po so far yung update. I think kung wala na, we can go right away to the lesson proper. Alright, so the lesson for today is about the characteristics of light. So we're done with the behaviors of light. Let's get to just have a recap of what we had last time. It was all about luminous, yung mga luminous and non-luminous objects. Like for example, some objects emit their own light. They are bright, they emit their own light, where others cannot emit their own light. We have also different characteristics of materials, such as your opaque, your transparent and translucent. So pag opaque po, yung light hindi po lulusot doon. Alright, let's say for example, if I have my hand, I use a laser here or a flashlight, the light will not pass through the other side. It's because my hand is opaque. Alright, so yung transparent naman po, just like your clear glass, pagpasok po ng light, lalampas po, lalabas yung light sa kabila, so sila po yung mga transparent. However, there are some glasses who are actually dull, not clear, to the point that whenever light passes through, not all light will be passing through, slightly nagpapadaan po siya ng mga light. So this time, we go now to your characteristics of light. I believe that you already have you are still familiar with the different types of wave, because then again, your sound last time and even your light right now is also considered as a wave. So let's go now to what you call your characteristics of light. So before we're going to start, let's have first the objectives of this lesson. Alright, so objectives of the lesson, of this lesson, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify the characteristics of light, energy, frequency, and wavelength. And number 2, relate the characteristics of light such as color, intensity, to frequency and wavelength. However, with these objectives that we have, let's try to see if we can be able to reach this one or accomplish this one with the remaining slides that we have. Alright, before we're going to start, let's get to go back first to the lesson about your waves. If we talk about your waves in terms of their propagation, we have your two types of waves. All right, we have your mechanical wave and your electromagnetic wave. Now, your mechanical wave, we mentioned last time that those are waves that needs a medium for them to be able to travel or propagate. However, on the other hand, we have also what you call your electromagnetic waves. These are waves that does not need a medium for them to be able to propagate or travel. No? Even in a vacuum, just like your outer space, light can travel, no, from the outer space, no. Let's get to imagine the light of the sun, no, the light from the sun, which is how many light years away from the earth, no, that it reaches the earth, yung ilaw po ng sun, kahit ang layo-layo po natin sa kanya, umaabot pa rin po yung ilaw ng sun sa atin. Just a trivia, no, it takes only 8 minutes for the light to be able to reach the earth, no. So we get to see that along the pathway of the light, no, from the sun to the earth, no, that is a vacuum, that is the outer space. It doesn't have medium there. However, light is able to travel there, no. So unlike sound, pag pumunta ka sa outer space, even you shout on top of your voices, no, sa outer space, nobody can hear you there because the outer space is a vacuum. It does not have a medium for it. No, it doesn't have a medium for sound to be able to travel in a vacuum or in the outer space. So let's go now to this first concept here that we have. No, that when we talk about your light, we have what we call, it's related to what you call your electromagnetic spectrum. Now, coming from the word spectrum mismo, yung spectrum po, tinatawag po natin yung spectrum because your electromagnetic wave is actually a broad range of different categories under it. So sa spectrum po yan, ang daming range. May mga ranges dyan ng mga different electromagnetic waves, no? Alright, sabi dito, it contains a range of electromagnetic waves and they are arranged from lowest frequency to highest frequency. If you can still remember the concept of frequency before, no? Let's say for example, meron tayong draw tayo dito. Pwede kayang mag-draw dito. Anyway, no? When you talk, for example, in 1 second, no? In 1 second interval, there are 3 waves that travel there. Compared to another wave, in the same 1 second interval, there are 5 waves that travel there. Which do you think has lowest frequency? Then definitely, no? If you get to see, no? They are the same of 1 second interval, the lowest frequency will be only those 3 waves in 1 second. Compared to the other one, which is 5 waves in 1 second, so that would be your high frequency. So, ano bang itsura ng electromagnetic spectrum? If you get to see here, no, in this next slide, you get to see that, then again, ito na po yung range ng wavelength po natin, no? So, starting from the left, this is the lowest frequency, going to the right, which is highest frequency. Nandito po, nakita natin. So, 10 to the 4th, 10 to the 8th, 10 to the 12, 10 to the 15, 16, 17, 8, 20. So, from the left, it's the lowest frequency. Going to the right, it's the highest frequency. If you get to also see the picture of the wave, no, being done here, nakita natin na yung wave dito, magkakalayo-layo, pero habang punta sa gilid, nagkakaliit-liit na po yung spaces nila, meaning, mas frequent na silang nagta-travel in a certain time. So, paano ba natin interpret itong electromagnetic spectrum? Alright, so we mentioned already about frequency, and the frequency from the left is lowest, then going to the right, it becomes higher and higher. So, puntahan muna natin yung different types of frequency. So, on the leftmost part, you have here what you call your radio waves. After radio waves, we have what you call your microwaves. After your microwaves, as we go to the right, we have your infrared. Alright? Tapos, we have your visible light. Kaya, how is this electromagnetic spectrum related to your light? Is because in this middle portion of the spectrum, we have what you call your visible light. I will explain this one later. Now, followed by your visible light is your ultraviolet, followed by your X-ray, and lastly, we have your gamma rays. Alright, so ito po yung mga name ng mga electromagnetic waves inside the electromagnetic spectrum. Alright, so ito sila yung mga pangalan. So don't forget the names. So from the left, from the lowest frequency, again, we have your radio waves, followed by your microwave, followed by your infrared, followed by your visible light, then ultraviolet, X-ray, and your gamma rays. Now, let's go now to the bottom of this picture. We have what you call your temperature of the object at which radiation is the most intense wavelength emitted. Now, if you're going to look at here, no, yung black part dito, ito yung malamig. Going to the rightmost part, no, ito yung mainit. Makita natin yung temperature. And later on, we get to see that lower frequency waves have low energy and high frequency waves have high energy. So with that, no, sa electromagnetic spectrum, malalaman pala natin na si radio wave is the lowest energy wave among the one here in your electromagnetic spectrum. And the wave with the highest energy would be your gamma rays, no, on this side na dito. Alright, so later on, no, i-explain natin isa-isa at mga example ng mga different waves like your radio waves, your microwave, infrared, and the rest, isa-isa. However, let's get to also try to watch another set of reference about this electromagnetic spectrum. So makikita po natin dito, no, a better picture of it here sa natin sa alright, so ito nakita natin, no, yung electromagnetic spectrum. And in this case, you get to see here, no, gaano kalaki yung size ng wavelength nila. From the lowest part on the left, you get to see that the wavelength would be as long as a soccer field. Tapos punta tayo dito sa gitnaan ng radio waves. Ito po radio waves banda. Alright, so sing lapad ng house yung wavelength niya. Then you go now here, goes here, no? Kita natin si lapad na ng baseball. Tapos habang pumupunta dito, lumiliit na po sa dulo po, makita natin water molecule. Wala pa po siguro nakakikita sa atin ng water molecule, and the only way for us to be able to see this one is under a microscope. So makita natin yung mga sources dito sa baba. You get to see that this one, you have your radio waves. Ito yung mga AM, FM radio waves. Pagpunta tayo sa dulo, nakikita natin itong symbol na ito, isang symbol na hindi maganda. Alright, so we have this one here as another source of your reference, no, aside from the one given by Weeper. Alright, let's go back to your PowerPoint presentation. Alright, so punta tayo dito, no, sa wavelengths natin. And let's get to talk first about from the leftmost part, no, which is your radio wave. So punta tayo sa radio waves. Now, si radio waves has the lowest frequency, and since low frequency siya, low din yung energy niya in terms of being as an electromagnetic waves. So ano magamit ng radio waves? Siyempre pang radyo. Yeah? So ito po yung ginagamit natin if you have used radio before. We have your FM and your AM, no? And we get to, find a channel, the frequency of the channel. Let's say for example, we have 97.1, 96.7. Those are different frequencies of radio waves that you get to have, no, in sync by your radio para makuha mo yung signal nung nagsusupply ng boses. So for example, let's say for example, ako ngayon, I'm having my news right now. Then I'm broadcasting my news at a frequency of 101.7. So pag meron kang gadget, your radio for example, you go to 101.7 and you get to hear me. So paano ba parang, no, because of those radio waves, no, you are able to we have We have this nakaka-connect tayo sa isa't isa. Now what's so really very amazing with just electromagnetic waves, because among the different waves that we have, it's only through electromagnetic waves that we can also transfer information. Makita natin waves lang 'yan, no? And they travel even in a vacuum. Therefore, no, we can send information through those waves and be able to travel that one to other sides of the world, no? So that's the reason why right now it's so easy for us to communicate here from the Philippines and go to United States, other side of the world we're in. We use different waves for us to be able to communicate with them. But sa radio wave lang, ito lang naman is usually used for communication. So yung mga walkie-talkie, no, yung Roger na mga ganon, ginagamit yung radio waves for us to be able to line. Pero wala naman. However, sige, di bale. Let's just continue to, um, our lesson. So, tapos na tayo sa radio wave, no? Which is one of those waves that is written here, no? Sa electromagnetic spectrum. Punta tayo sa next one. Alright. Alright. So, punta tayo now sa next one, which is your microwave. Alright. So some microwaves, no, this is used for transmitting or receiving signals in cellular phones. Alright, so ang ginagamit pala natin is not radio waves for our phones, but rather we're using here microwave. Now, nakita nyo dyan sa picture that your microwaves are used even for cooking, no? Bakit tinawag yan na microwave oven? Alright. Microwaves are still waves, no, under the electromagnetic waves that has the ability that's enough for it to be able to cause heat, and therefore nakakaluto po siya ng mga pagkain. Alright. In this case, you get to see here that in microwaves, no, it has more energy compared to your radio waves, that it has the ability to increase temperature, to create heat energy from its own energy, no? And be able to cook food. Kaya makita natin you get to see here in your microwaves, so there's no fire there inside. We're just using electrical energy converted to microwaves that is able to penetrate, the waves are able to penetrate inside the flesh of chicken or whatever is that you are cooking inside your oven. That's actually penetrate and cause heat, increase the temperature, and is able to cook your food. Kaya sabi na ito microwave, no? Ano microwave ba? Nakakatakot ba ito? Yes, at some point, because then again, no, even the flesh of the chicken is able to kaya niyang magluto ng flesh ng chicken. So more or less, kahit flesh po ng tao kaya na ring lutuin. There was this issue before about people who are always using their cell phones, no, mga taong hindi nakakawala sa cellphone nila, na laging cellphone yung hawak nila, they're actually exposed more to microwaves. But the question is it harmful? Is it that harmful that you are exposed to microwaves? There was a study, it was mentioned that I get to encounter before, because I was supposed to also study that one before when I was in high school, in college, but we didn't, hindi kami natuloy doon. Trying to see the effects of the waves being exposed to cellphones, no? Yung mga buntis na laging exposed sa cellphones, if that microwave emitted by the cellphones is able to affect, no, or has an effect on the growing baby, especially for mothers who are pregnant and always holding their cell phones. But sabi doon, it's not, no, though it may have the microwaves that can, kita natin, pwede magluto ng mga pagkain, the microwaves emitted by your cell phone is not that strong enough to be able to, so sabi nila hindi ganun kalakas yung yung microwave in terms of the emission in the cell phone. So safe kayo, pero please guys, no, wag masyadong laging karap ay cellphone. Alright, so we're done with your radio waves, we're done with your microwave. Let's go back to the what do you call this one? Your electromagnetic spectrum. We get to see that the next one would be your infrared. So ano ba yung infrared? Yung infrared says here, it occurs at frequencies above the microwaves and just below the red visible light. It is used in remote controls. Alright. To be honest with you, makarelate tayo dito sa infrared ngayon is because of this COVID-19 pandemic wherein what we're using right now on those mga yung mga parang baril na tinututok dito sa noon natin for us to be able to get that temperature is actually using an infrared wave. That's the reason why we call that one your infrared thermometer. Pwedeng magamit yun siya. And by using this type of wave, no, it's able to get the temperature of anything. Usually, yung ginagamit nating pangtutok sa mga tao, especially at the entrance, yung ginagamit ng guards entrance natin last time, are actually thermometers that are using what you call your infrared waves. Alright, so simply, kahit sa remote control nyo dito sa mga sa mga TVs nyo, yon, infrared po yung gamit natin. Alright, let's proceed to the next. Alright, so next natin, meron tayong tinatawag na visible light. Now, kung tingnan natin, no, dito sa electromagnetic spectrum, visible light is found in the middle of the spectrum. So, makita natin dyan. And ano ba yung visible light? Simply, your visible light are the light that are visible na nakikita natin sa mata natin. When you talk about visible, pwede nating makita sa mata natin. So ano ba yung mga light na nakikita natin? If you get to see here, no? Ang light na nakikita natin is the colors of your rainbow. Roy, G, Bev. Alright, so we have your red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and your violet. Now, sir, tanungin nyo, sir, sa kulay ba, sa different colors ng light ba, meron din ba yung in terms of energy, kung meron ba pong mas mahina na kulay kaysa, mas malhinang energy na kulay kaysa sa mas malakas na kulay na energy? Yes, mas malakas na energy na kulay. Alright, so if you're going to look at here in this slide that is shown to you on your screen now, si red po ang pinakamababang energy na kulay. Tapos, si violet po ang mas malakas. Alright. Kaya nakita natin sino ba yung pumapagitna dito is around your green and your yellow. Alright? Green and your yellow. Now, don't worry so much about this one is because, no, we're going to talk more about this one when you reach your grade 8. Right, so sabi nga dito, it's the only part of the electromagnetic spectrum that can be detected by the human eye. Alright, so again po, baliktad kasi ang pagkagawa nito. Dapat itong si red is nasa left and si violet nasa right because red has the lowest energy and violet has the most energy. Alright, so punta tayo ulit doon sa natin, no? Sa spectrum natin, nandito sa visible light. So, sino ba yung katabi ni visible light? Meron na pong tayong tinatawag na ultraviolet. Alright? Maybe you are familiar with the word ultraviolet, especially for females, because you get to use lotion and it gets to mention about UV protection. Alright? So, ito. Alright, so sinasabi natin UV protection now in your ultraviolet. Alright. But before going to discuss about your ultraviolet, let's go back first to your visible light. Sinabi ko nga si red yung pinaka lowest energy and si violet yung pinaka highest energy, because this is reds is supposed to be on the left, and you get to see that on the si red, ano bang mas mababa kay red? Ano ba yung nasa electromagnetic spectrum na mas lower kay red? Na meron siyang parang rhyming sound. Simply, you get to see that here, no? Mas mababa kay red in your electromagnetic spectrum would be what you call your infrared. Kaya nga sa visible light, magkatabi si red at saka si infrared. Mas mababa kay red, we call that one your infrared. Now, if you're going to look at on the right, as I've mentioned, papunta tayo sa right, mas lumalakas, and alam natin na si violet yung mas malakas na kulay. So therefore, sino ba yung katabi? Mas pa kay violet, no? Doon na makikita natin na yung katabi pala ni violet is what you call your ultraviolet. Then again, as I've mentioned, yung sa visible light lang po natin nakikita yung mga kulay na ito, yung Roy G. Biv. Yung infrared natin going down to your radio waves, hindi po natin makita. Yung ultraviolet natin going up to gamma rays, hindi po natin nakikita. Kaya makita natin dito sa frequency, sila lang po yung may kulay, sila lang po yung nakikita ng mata natin. Unless na siguro robotic yung mata mo na kaya mong tingnan yan lahat. Alright, I hope that you get to understand that one. Let's go now to your ultraviolet. It says here, is commonly emitted by sun. It has shorter wavelengths than violet, thus has higher frequency. Now, question, sir. Mention about mas malakas na yung energy ni ultraviolet kaysa kay violet. Tapos hindi pa natin nakikita gaano ba kalakas itong ultraviolet. Now, you get to see that mga cases ng mga taong na-expose under the sun, especially during summer. Some people, they get to what you call nagsa-sunbathing. Now, too much exposure to the sun, because we know that the sun is emitting your ultraviolet, malakas po si ultraviolet to the point that it may cause sunburn. Yun. So, yung nagkukos po ng sunburn sa skin natin po is because of the ultraviolet light that is emitted by the sun. Now, if you get to expose more about it, expose more on it, ano bang pinaka-worst mong makuha aside from the sunburn? Some people, especially the white people, yung mga mapuputi, sila yung mga matatamaan ng ito dahil sila po yung mga mapuputi po yung mga kulang ng melanin. Mababa po yung melanin content ng skin nila, kaya madali po silang makuha dito. Madali po silang masunog ng ultraviolet because our melanin is actually a protection in our skin from the UV rays of the sun. Kaya makikita po natin yung mga Afrikano na nasa Africa, kahit babad na babad sila sa init, kasi maitim sila at marami silang melanin sa skin nila, protected sila sa ultraviolet rays. Then again, ano bang pinaka-worst mong makuha pag ikaw nababad ka sa sun, na sunburn ka, ano pa bang pwede mong makuha mas pa doon sa sunburn? Pinaka-worst mong makuha is skin cancer. Alright? But then again, laging sinasabi nila na yung kulay ng skin lagi yung tinitingnan ng mga tao, na mas maputi, mas maganda. Pero like, just ang sinasabi ko lang dito is that yung mga mapuputi po ang mas prone po na magkaka-sunburn and worst skin cancer is because mababa po sila sa content ng melanin. Alright? So, melanin po yung nagpapakan. So, paano po tayong mga Pinoy? Brown tayo. Nasa katamtaman tayo. Right? So, yun. Then again, if you'd like to protect yourself from the UV rays of the sun, there are different mga tawag natin, meron tayong mga different na mga ang lotion na nagsasabi dito na meron silang S. Alright? SPF. No, different SPF po yung mga different lotions, but usually no, ang ginagamit po pag usually nasa sa beach ka, ang ginagamit po no sunblock, hindi po lotion, sunblock po, kasi yung SPF po, it stands for your sun protecting factor, meaning mataas po yung SPF, better the blockage of the UV rays. But whenever you go to the beach, no, I encourage you to use a sunblock that is actually waterproof, kasi hindi po lahat ng sunblock po ay waterproof. Useless po na nag-sunblock ka, naglagay ka ng sunblock na hindi waterproof, pag dive mo sa pool or sa beach area, tapos pag dive mo kasi hindi siya waterproof, natanggal na yun, pag ahon mo, wala ka na palang sunblock. Alright? So, ganito po na kalakas yung UV. Alright? Kaya nga, hindi natin kayang tumutok, tumanood at tumingin ng diretso sa sun is because it's too bright that it may cause our eyes to be blind, kasi nga malakas yung UV rays. No, sila na yung mga waves na nakaka-penetrate ng mga skin natin. Right? So, let's move on. So, ano bang katabi ni UV? UV or ni ultraviolet. So, punta tayo dito sa sa spectrum. Alright, we have what you call your X-ray. Siguro naman ito, naririnig nyo na. Right? In your X-rays, we have your two types of your X-rays. No? We have your soft and your hard X-rays, which differ in photon energies. Soft X-rays have photon energies from about 100 to 10,000 electron volts per 1 photon. But the point here is that the soft X-rays are the ones that being used para sa mga hindi masyadong covered, maybe hindi masyadong malalim sa part. If you get to see here, X-rays are used in medical imaging. Ito talaga yung gamit ng X-ray kasi they are able to penetrate down in our skin and in our muscles and even in our fats, that they are composed of different layers na medyo makapal na yan, pero kaya nilang mag-penetrate going down and create an image out of it to be able to see, for example, pag may fracture ka, nabalian ka ng buto. In this case, pag tingnan natin ito, this is what you call your chest X-ray here. Alright? Yung chest X-ray natin, if I am to interpret the result of this chest X-ray here sa picture na ito, this is healthy lang. Healthy po yung lungs na ito. Pero later on, if you get to see that itong lungs na ito may pumuputi tapos masyadong itim naman na mixture na dyan na hindi siya nakikita mo, hindi siya clear, these are actually what's happening to those people who catch the COVID-19. Sa COVID-19 virus kasi ginagawa nito is that they are napupuno po sila sa kwanjan, sa lungs po natin, to the point that in that yung virus po na yun cause fibrosis, or yung dating parang manipis na tela na lungs natin, ang ginagawa ng virus na yun, pinapakapal niya yung, imaginein mo, isang manipis na tela, yung lungs mo, pwedeng mag-move, di ba? Your lungs can expand and contract whenever we breathe, expand and contract po yung lungs natin. So, para siyang, imaginein mo parang manipis na tela. Pero, if you get to catch your COVID-19 virus and they are found there in your lungs, what does that virus do? They cause your lungs to become thickened. Tawag pa natin sa medical term fibrosis. So yung parang manipis mo na tela dati, kumapal na parang sabi natin parang maong na 3 layers, to the point na hindi na niyang kayang expand and contract. So imagine, how are you going to breathe if your lungs is not be able to expand and contract? Is because of that virus causing it to thicken, at hindi niya na kayang breathe in, breathe out, hindi niya na kaya. So, yung dati mong normal lungs na manipis dati na nagaganon, kaya niyang mag-contract. Dahil matigas na at makapal na sila, yung contraction niya, ganun na lang. So, imagine paano ka humihinga ng ganun kalalim na para kang humahabol. To the point, pag lumala yung virus na yun, masyado na makapal yung fibers or fibrosis, causing fibrosis to your lungs, hindi nagagalaw yung lungs mo, hindi na magmo-move, paano ka nahihinga? So yun na po yung mga cases natin ngayon, umabot na po ng 150 na hindi pinalad na mga pasyente ng kan. But the point here is that using your x-ray, hindi na po natin kailangang buksan para makita natin yung laman. Let's say for in this case, you have your lungs. Pag itong lungs, nakita na ng mga doktor na ito puro na lang black. It's not that gray anymore. Or in this case, pag meron namang puti dyan, no, abnormal naman po yung may butas or whatever that is. But usually pag black yan, meaning either may dugo yan or tumigas na yung lungs na yan. Alright, so ganun po ka-amazing yung mga electromagnetic waves natin because as they become stronger and stronger in terms of energy, they are able to penetrate deeper and deeper and deeper. So, kung yung ultraviolet natin is until the skin, kaya nilang mag-cause ng skin cancer, your x-ray right now can go down deeper even in our abdomen, in our lungs, no? Which is actually a layer of your muscles, your skin, and your fats na kaya nilang i-penetrate at gumawa ng image. Now, just get to remind you, no? Kasi, again, dalawa po different types of your x-ray. We have your hard x-rays, no? Pag hindi na kayang makita nung soft x-ray, hard x-ray na po yung ginagamit. But just to remind you of being exposed to x-ray. Whenever you go to the hospital, I believe that you already seen an x-ray room. Pag nasa labas kayo ng x-ray room, you get to see a red bulb there in front outside of the x-ray room that whenever it turns on, meaning the x-ray machine is being turned on. Now, being exposed in that area is not good because x-ray is strong enough to cause mutations in your cells, especially for pregnant women. Pregnant women, especially the unborn child inside their abdomen, no, are actually cells that are still developing. Yung mga cells ng growing baby doon are still developing. Now, being exposed with x-rays, especially the hard x-rays, can cause deformations later on in the baby na dapat nag-develop yun, pero heto yung x-ray na epal, giniba niya yung dapat na mag-develop, hindi niya pina-develop. Kaya minsan, no, for females na buntis, they are not supposed to undergo x-ray kasi nga, no, ito na yung later on, makita nila yung baby, tabing yung ears, magkadikit yung dalawang fingers or walang fingers, yung mata, medyo baba yung isa kan, deformation. No? Because x-ray is an electromagnetic wave that is strong enough to cause mutations of the cell. Now, too much exposure to x-rays can cause later on cancer. No, mag-mutate na yung mga skin yung mga cells mo, either your skin or whatever part of your body. Kaya is actually also another precaution for people who are exposed sa hospital people. Ikaw, pag for example, some of you becomes a rad tech someday, no, maging rad tech someday, yun, rad tech is what you call your radiation technologist, no, sila yung mga nagpa-perform ng mga x-ray test, no? Tapos pinapasa sa doktor yung resulta for interpretation. So, paano sila? Yun yung trabaho nila, lagi silang exposed, no? Meron naman silang pinag-aaralan dyan for them to be able not to be exposed, no, so much with this one. Pero then again, nakakatakot po ang x-ray na. Even actually, starting from your ultraviolet, nakakatakot na po itong mga electromagnetic waves na ito. Alright, so have your x-ray. So, balik tayo doon sa electromagnetic spectrum. So, meron tayo ng X-ray. Let's go na to the last one, which is the strongest among the electromagnetic waves. This is what you call your gamma rays. No, sa gamma rays na ito, no, ito sila yung ginagamit na mas malakas pa sa X-rays. These rays fall in the range of the electromagnetic spectrum above soft X-rays and almost in the range of the hard X-rays. These are used to treat cancer by means of radiation therapy. Now, just to share you an experience, no, kasi my sister was operated before because she has a tumor in her brain. Now, the first attempt was trying to open, no, binuksan po yung ulo niya at pinasukan po ng isang parang isang hose na may video para makita kung saan yung tumor, at saka the other one would be a vacuum, no? Parang alam mo yung vacuum na panglinis na sisipsipin mamayo yung tumor. However, in the first attempt, it wasn't that clean na nakuha lahat ng tumor, because even after her operation, meron pa rin yung seizure niya, yung epilepsy niya. So what happened there, no? Instead of opening once again, kasi nandun pa, naiwan pa, the doctor has encouraged us to go na lang through what you call your radiation therapy. So paano ba yung radiation therapy? Sabi ko nga, no, itong mga electromagnetic waves, just like your gamma rays, which is the strongest wave among the rest, no, it has high energy that is able to penetrate deeper and deeper, no? And then again, doon pa lang sa X-ray, it causes mutations of your cell. Na ano bang gamit ito? Kung nakakatakot ito, bakit ginagamit itong gamma rays for radiation therapy? Now what they did for my sister was actually to position the head, no? Nga hindi magmo-move yung head, and only concentrate the gamma rays directly to that part wherein nasaan po yung tumor. Now, to that part, if you're going to expose your gamma rays there, no, on that part of the tumor, no, kaya nyo pong patayin, or to the point na i-melt po yung tawag nito. Kaya niyang patayin, kaya niya pong i-melt yung tumor na yon. Kaya doon po sa point na yon, nangyari sa sister ko is because, no, ano bang along the way, yung gamma rays na yon pumapasok sa ulo niya. Ano bang nangyari doon, no? Nangyari doon, nakalbo siya, no, nawala yung hair niya, kaya babae siya pero nakalbo siya doon. Tapos at some point, no, hindi mo maiiwasan na mamamatay din yung mga brain cells mo doon. And as I mentioned last time, your brain cells are what you call your labile cells, that once they die, they do not regenerate again, unlike your skin. So ito po yung mga ginagamit natin, no? Actually marami pang gamit itong mga gamma rays. I thought that this picture was showing us an MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, but then again, still electromagnetic naman ang ginagamit doon, no? Wherein uses the magnets, electromagnetic waves for it to be able to create more Actually, this is your gamma rays is related to your MRI. Because pag hindi na kaya ng X-ray na ma-detect, no, yung mga parts sa parts na hinahanap natin sa, for example, may mali sa katawan, no? Pag hindi na ma-detect na X-ray, we can go to what you call your CT scan or your computer tomography. Alright? Gumagamit po yun ng mga electromagnetic waves. Now, if hindi pa kaya ng CT scan, now we have the last option will be your MRI. Now, your MRIs have different types pa. Meron po yung mga fMRI and those different mga names na. Pero after your CT scan would be your MRI. And then again, they're using very strong electromagnetic waves because they are able to penetrate deeper and deeper and deeper, that they can create an image out of it. Makikita natin anong problema, and we can find that problem, and we can make a solution to that problem. Kaya ito po na, no, as a whole, makita natin. Alright, so ito na po as a whole yung natin, no, yung electromagnetic spectrum natin. As I mentioned, from the left, no, it's tawag natin from the left, it's the weakest one, and to the right, it's the strongest one. Alright, so yan po. Try natin check kung merong nag-online. I think wala. Meron two watching right now, pero hindi naman nagla-live chat. I just want to see kung merong nag-live chat dito. Wala naman. Right? Sino kaya tong isang nanonood? Alright? I hope that everybody is still okay with this one. So let's go to the key points, no? So ito po yung range ng electromagnetic spectrum. Yun po yung range na yon. So your visible light have different colors. Your Roy G. BV po, wala na po yung I, which is indigo before, because nobody can actually describe what an indigo is. So Roy G. BV natin, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Wala na pong indigo in the middle of the blue and the violet. You have your violet lights has the shortest wavelength. However, shortest siya, strongest naman. Higher frequency, shortest wavelength, higher frequency, higher energy. The electromagnetic spectrum, radio waves have the lowest frequency, meaning lower energy then. And gamma rays have the highest frequency, meaning higher energy rin. So, ito na yung sinasabi nito sa last. Alright, let's try to see. So, try nyo lang tingnan ito sa paper. I will be sending this one that you can download for you to be able to answer this one also. So, sabi ba dito, range of the energy carrying wave arranged in an order from lowest one is known as, ano tayo kayang answer nitong number 1? Right, so we call this one your electromagnetic spectrum, or simply your EMS. Right, electromagnetic spectrum. Waves that has least frequency in the electromagnetic spectrum. That would be your, number 2 would be your radio waves. Tapos, dito naman is the only light in the electromagnetic spectrum that can be seen by the naked eye. Your number 3 would be your visible light. Your wavelength is measured in try nyong remember to. Sinosolve natin to dati. So, you have your wavelength is measured in blank. Alright. Alright, it says here, challenge yourself. It says here, gamma rays have the highest energy and frequency among the types of electromagnetic spectrum. How do you think gamma rays can treat cancer, knowing that it's one of the most damaging electromagnetic waves? As I mentioned about the story of my sister, ang ginagawa po ng doktor doon, concentrated lang po yung waves, hindi po kalat. So for example, kung let's say for example, kung sa finger nyo lang yung cancerous na cell, para patayin yan, yung gamma radiation po is only directed to that one and not directed to the whole body. Because then again, pag directed to the whole body yan, lahat ng cells mo mag-mutate to the point na if nag-mutate yan, can cause cancer, or either it will kill your cell. Wala ka ng cell doon na buhay sa body mo, meaning patay ka na. So, simple yun. So, anong ginagawa? Kino-concentrate nila. Fino-focus lang nila kung saan patungo yung gamma radiation na doon. Hindi nila kinakalat. Alright? So, I think that would be all for po na quiz. Ito po si Miss Dangilan, 60% first attempted score. Miss Labag, 40. Mr. Erico is in progress pero hindi niya tinapos pa. Doon nag-attempt siya. Miss Rasile, Mr. Gawidan, Mr. Bastino, Miss Lamsis, Miss Aguilar. You have Mr. Osyas, 0%. Bakit ito? Tsaka si Miss Gonzalez. Then again, no, for you to be able to have a better score, I think for Miss Aguilar, pinanood niya tong video na yung mga videos bago nila in-answer. And I think you can also start downloading those lesson, no, for you to be able to understand more about the lesson. Now, if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me through your PM. Meron naman tong dito, no, yung message side dito that I receive your queries from lessons that you don't understand. I'm sending I'm not part of your group chat, but then I'm sending the updates to your president ni Miss Labbag, no, for this one. So every time I get to contact her and follow up, no, mga activities nyo, and if kailan ako ulit na magla-live stream. I hope that next time pag may live stream sana, you are also online. You're also online para pwede nating pagdiskussan, and we get to tawag nito interact some more, kasi mas maganda pag online, nakaka-interact tayo well among each other. So yun na po, no, yung yung lesson natin for today. So I hope that you're doing well. Medyo mahaba-haba pa po yung April 30, no, it's I think 3 weeks from now. But let's get to be cooperative with the government, kasi pag mas cooperative tayo and while na-flatten natin yung curve, we get to enjoy more the month of May. So yesterday I think it was if you get to see the post of the CCDC, it was supposed to be the 27th year or anniversary of CCDC. So 27 years na po yung CCDC. And let's pray and hope more that marami pang years na dumating and improvements sa ating institution. So once again, I'd like to encourage you to please, no, tawag nito, online tayo next time. Tapos we are always being followed up by our superiors, no, in terms of sending lessons to you. Kaya whenever we send lessons to you, san yung man nga anseran mat, no, you just enjoy, because then again, as I mentioned, no, we never stop learning, because in life it doesn't stop teaching. So mahirap po yung turo ng turo lang na wala namang nagla-learn. So that's the reason why I'm giving my effort to at least go on live stream and teach you this way, because then again, mahirap po pag kayo lang po nagsi-self-learning. So maganda sana pag may online, tapos kayo din na-get to interact on me, no, live agad, no? Pwede ko kayong ma-shoutout or whatever. So yun po, no, I just encourage you to so I'll be giving the updates next time to Miss Labag about this one. So then again, if you have your questions, you can just PM me through your Kuiper accounts, or sa Kuiper account na lang para mas maganda doon, right? If there I think yun na yung lahat. So enjoy your afternoon, and once again, God bless and take care.